I got an update. If you all remember, a few days ago, there was an incident at a San Jose Sharks game where a fan paid money to put a pro-ICE message on the Jumbotron during Hispanic Heritage Night. Not a good look. The Sharks put out a message apologizing, and many of us in the community were asking, what else? What else are y'all gonna do? One of the VPs from the company reached out to me and told me that we're working on things and that they'd give me an update, and they just gave me the update. For starters, the person that dropped the ball, they were held accountable. Although they didn't go into details, they did reassure me that that person was not working in that post anymore. They mentioned that this led to them doing a deep dive into all of their systems to ensure that something like this never happens again. Good. They are also strengthening their policy to the extent that they can to ensure that fans do not need to worry about federal agents at the venue. This is something that we've seen a lot of other organizations do, and I'm glad that they are recommitting to safety for folks. They mentioned that they are also recommitting to using the Sharks Foundation for youth education, creating access to the sport for youth, and even donating to food pantries like Second Harvest. And lastly, they are going to donate 100% of the proceeds from the Jumbotron to the Hispanic Heritage Foundation of Silicon Valley. I like that, because that medium is how harm was created, and now they are using that medium to try to repair the harm. Something that I really appreciate that they mentioned is that they were working with organizations that are deeply rooted with the immigrant community as they were trying to come up with decisions on how to fix the issue. I'm not gonna name them here, but I hope you all trust me when I say that I trust those organizations when it comes to immigrant support and more. I asked them when they were going to put out a press release, and they said that that wasn't a priority, that their focus was on action, that they wanted their actions to speak for themselves, which explains the silence that we have seen on social media related to this. I know some of y'all will take issue with that, but I appreciate the intentionality behind it. Familia, what do you all think about this? Especially if you're close to the Sharks and you're an immigrant or you're an ally to immigrants. I personally am happy with this because it sounded like this was the start and they acknowledged that there was more to do. But that's my perspective, familia. Let's talk about it. And honestly, this feels refreshing for me. We've seen organizations time and time again screw up much bigger than this, and it's dope to see how serious they took it. But that's our perspective. Let's talk about it.